2026 Ford EarthRoamer LTi. Welcome back to Improve Autos. Imagine a vehicle that can survive a literal apocalypse while offering the comfort of a five-star hotel. No generators, no propane, and no limits. This is the Ford EarthRoamer LTi. It is widely considered the most advanced luxury expedition vehicle on the planet. Built on a heavy-duty Ford F550 chassis, this beast features a world-first vacuum-infused carbon fiber body that's both lighter and stronger than anything else in the industry. Whether you are hunting for the ultimate family budget luxury motorhomes investment or a rugged camper to explore the remote corners of the world, the LTi is the gold standard. Today, we're tearing down the specs, the $500,000 price tag, and the insane technology that makes this the king of the road. Let's dive in. Exterior and utility. At first glance, the Ford EarthRoamer LTi looks like a military vehicle, but every curve and angle is backed by pure science. The most significant upgrade for the LTi is its vacuum-infused carbon fiber shell. Unlike traditional RVs or previous EarthRoamer models that used fiberglass, this carbon fiber construction has slashed the weight by over 1,000 pounds. This reduction in weight directly translates to better highway handling, increased payload for your gear, and superior off-road capability. Let's talk about the shoes. To conquer any terrain, the LTi sits on massive 43-inch military-grade Goodyear tires mounted on Hutchinson aluminum beadlock wheels. This setup allows you to air down to extremely low pressures for deep sand or snow without the risk of the tires slipping off the rim. For lighting, EarthRoamer has left no stone unturned. Dominating the front is a massive 40-inch curved LED light bar that literally turns night into day. Moving to recovery, the winch setup is industrial grade. You get a worn 16,500-pound winch on the front with an optional rear winch for self-recovery in the tightest spots. Utility is rounded out by a 100-gallon fresh water tank and a 95-gallon fuel capacity, making this a true off-grid champion. It isn't just a camper, it is a mobile fortress designed to survive where others fail. Interior and tech. Step inside and you'll instantly forget you're in a truck. The interior is built to yacht standard luxury, handcrafted in Colorado. Everything is managed through the MasterVolt and C-Zone digital control system. Using a centralized touchscreen or an iPad, you can monitor your battery status, water levels, HVAC, and lighting with a single tap. Specifically for the USA market, the LTi comes with an integrated Starlink satellite internet. The kitchen is a chef's dream, featuring a dual-burner induction cooktop. Notice there is no propane on this rig. It is 100% electric. You also get a 1.5 cubic foot convection microwave and a premium stainless steel refrigerator freezer. When it's time to rest, the bunk over the cab features a California King memory foam mattress that is more comfortable than most home beds. The bathroom is a full-height wet bath with a cassette toilet and a high-pressure shower. On the tech side, the LTi is powered by a massive 11,000 watt-hour lithium battery bank and a 1,320-watt solar array. With this much power, you'll never need a noisy generator again. It is the pinnacle of the luxury motorhome experience. Under the hood, this massive machine is powered by Ford's legendary 6.7L Powerstroke V8 turbo diesel engine. Horsepower, 330 HP. Torque, 750 pound-feet, with some configurations reaching 1,050 pound-feet. Transmission, 10-speed torque shift automatic. In terms of performance, the LTi handles a 19,500 pounds GVWR with ease. The secret weapon is the Kelderman Air Ride suspension system. This doesn't just provide a smooth ride on the highway, it allows you to raise or lower the truck for off-road obstacles, and even auto-levels the vehicle at your campsite so you never sleep on an angle. Off-road metrics are equally impressive. Ground clearance, 12.5 inches. Approach angle, 30 degrees. Departure angle, 22 degrees. Towing capacity, 10,000 pounds. Whether you're towing a Jeep Wrangler or a boat trailer, the F550 chassis handles it without breaking a sweat. This technical dominance makes it the most capable family adventure vehicle ever built. Pricing and trims. Now let's talk about the investment. Quality of this level is not cheap. The base price for a Ford EarthRoamer LTi in the USA starts at approximately $620,000. However, most owners customize their rigs, bringing the final price for a well-equipped model to between $700,000 and $750,000. EarthRoamer offers three primary floor plans. The Telluride, their most popular layout, offering seating for 6 and sleeping for 4. The Aspen, designed for those who want maximum kitchen and counter space. And the Crestone, features extra storage and passenger side galley. Now, you might wonder how this fits into a family budget motorhome discussion. At Improve Autos, we always look at the total cost of ownership. Because EarthRoamer has such high demand and limited production, their resale value is legendary. Often, a 5-year-old EarthRoamer sells for nearly its original price, making it a surprisingly safe long-term asset compared to standard RVs that lose 50% of their value instantly. What do you think? Would you spend $700,000 on an expedition rig, or would you rather buy a traditional house? Let me know in the comments. 2026 Ford F-750 Cruise. Today, we are doing a complete deep dive into the World Cruiser. We are going to analyze why this massive platform was chosen, how the interior manages to feel like a high-end yacht, and how it compares to the more modern carbon fiber rigs in this category. We are looking at a machine that sits comfortably in the million-dollar class, but the real question is, does the engineering justify the investment? We are so close to 1,000 subscribers. Be part of this milestone and subscribe today. Let's get straight into the exterior because this machine is a masterpiece of heavy-duty metal. The first thing you have to understand about the World Cruiser is the scale. It is built on a Ford F-750 chassis, which is a commercial-grade platform usually reserved for dump trucks and heavy loaders. This isn't a consumer truck. It is a vocational tool designed to work for decades in the most brutal conditions. The World Cruiser takes its raw power and converts it into a global exploration rig. The exterior design is aggressive and functional. Unlike the seamless carbon fiber bodies we see on newer rigs, the World Cruiser often uses a mix of high-strength aluminum and composite panels. The advantage here is surgical repairability. If you are in a remote part of the world and you damage an aluminum panel, any local metal shop can help you. This is a huge factor for people who actually plan on taking their motorhome off the grid for months at a time. Looking at the wheels, you are looking at 42 to 46-inch military-grade tires. These tires are designed to handle the massive 30,000-pound gross vehicle weight rating of the F-750. To manage this weight off-road, the truck is equipped with a custom-engineered 4x4 system. If you are crossing a river or climbing over rocks, you can lift the entire body for massive ground clearance. The front of the truck is dominated by a custom steel bumper that houses a 30,000-pound industrial winch. This is non-negotiable. At this weight, if you get stuck, a standard truck winch will simply snap. You need industrial-grade recovery gear. The lighting package is equally extreme, with high-output LED bars integrated into the front grille and the roofline to provide 360-degree visibility. One of the most surgical parts of the exterior is the storage. Because the F-750 chassis is so long, the World Cruiser features deep automotive-sealed lockers along the entire length of the body. These compartments are heated and insulated, meaning your gear stays dry and functional, even in sub-zero temperatures. You have a dedicated locker for an outdoor kitchen, another for recovery gear, and a massive rear garage for spare tires and bicycles. This exterior is a statement of strength and durability. Step inside the World Cruiser and the commercial truck feeling completely disappears. The interior is designed with a yacht-style philosophy, focusing on high-quality wood, stainless steel, and soft-touch leathers. Because the F-750 is much wider than a standard truck, the interior feels massive. You don't feel like you are in a camper, you feel like you are in a mobile apartment. The main lounge area usually features a massive U-shaped dinette. The upholstery is hand-stitched high-grade leather that is designed to be both comfortable and easy to clean after a day in the dirt. The table is often a motorized unit that can be lowered with the touch of a button, turning the entire lounge into a secondary sleeping area that is larger than a queen-size bed. The kitchen, or the galley, is a chef's dream. You have solid granite or quartz countertops that are thick enough to handle the vibrations of off-road travel. Instead of propane, the World Cruiser utilizes a dual-burner induction cooktop. This is a major advantage for global travel. One of the standout features is the bathroom. In most campers, the bathroom is an afterthought. In the World Cruiser, you get a full dry bath. This means the shower is a completely separate glass enclosure from the toilet and vanity. It's huge. You have a king-size bed with a premium mattress and windows on 3 sides for cross-ventilation. It's a space designed for long-term living, not just a weekend getaway. Performance is where the Ford F-750 World Cruiser separates itself from the competition. Under the hood is a 6.7-liter Power-Stroke turbo diesel. Torque is up to 800 pound-feet. Transmission is Allison commercial 6-speed automatic. Fuel capacity is up to 150 gallons. The Allison transmission is the key here. It's built for heavy-duty commercial use, providing smooth shifts and a dedicated tow and haul mode, which uses the engine to help slow the vehicle down on steep mountain descents. With 150 gallons of fuel, you have a massive range, which is vital when you are crossing vast stretches of desert. The electrical system is the heart of the World Cruiser's off-grid capability. Most standard RVs use a 12-volt system, but the World Cruiser is built on a 24-volt architecture. This is a surgical choice. Let's talk about the price. You are looking at a machine that is going to cost you around $1.2 million to $1.5 million, depending on the specific build and interior options. Here is the honest truth from Improve Autos. To most people, that sounds like an insane amount of money for a truck, but you have to look at this as a long-term asset. The resale value on these F-750-based rigs is incredibly high because they are rare and the build quality is so extreme. You aren't just buying a camper. You are buying the ability to live anywhere on your own terms. You are buying a commercial-grade drivetrain that can easily go 500,000 miles with basic maintenance. For the traveler with a luxury budget who values strength and interior volume over everything else, the World Cruiser is a surgical choice. It's an investment in freedom. I want to hear from you. If you had around $1.5 million, would you choose this massive F-750 World Cruiser, or would you prefer a smaller, more agile EarthRoamer? Let me know in the comments below. I read all of them. Armadillo Conquistador 8x8. Most people think an EarthRoamer is the ultimate off-road vehicle, but today we are looking at something that makes an EarthRoamer look like a toy. This is the Armadillo Conquistador 8x8, and it is rumored to cost around $2 million. For that price, you aren't just buying a motorhome, you are buying a 30-ton fortress that can survive a desert crossing or a literal apocalypse in total luxury. Hello and welcome to Improve Autos, where we analyze the world's most insane machines with a relaxed but honest perspective. Today, we're doing a massive 1,700-word deep dive into the Conquistador. We'll look at why 8 wheels are better than 4, why the interior looks like a billionaire's yacht, and how it compares to the massive MAN TGS rigs we've seen before. Let's start with the exterior, because this is where the engineering madness truly begins. Exterior and 8x8 heavy-duty engineering. The Conquistador is built on the MAN TGS 41.540 8x8 chassis. This is a commercial-grade platform used in global mining and military operations. It features 8 driven wheels, which provides a level of traction that is almost impossible to beat. While a 4x4 might sink in soft sand, this 8x8 distributes its 30-ton weight so effectively that it practically floats over the terrain. The body is a sandwich panel construction with a thickness of around 60 millimeters. This isn't just for strength, it's for extreme insulation. Whether it is 120 degrees in the Sahara or negative 40 degrees in the Arctic, the temperature inside stays perfect. The paint is a specialized military-grade Raptor coating that is scratch-resistant. You could drive this through a forest of thorns and the paint would look brand new. Looking at the front, you have a massive steel bull bar with a 30,000-pound hydraulic winch. We talk about winches a lot on this channel, but a hydraulic system is the gold standard because it won't overheat like an electric one. Above the cab, there's a full-length aluminum roof rack with high-intensity LED light bars that can turn night into day for nearly half a mile. At the rear, the Conquistador features a massive hydraulic lift. This isn't just for a spare tire. It can carry 2 full-size adventure motorcycles or even a small UTV. Underneath, the fuel capacity is what makes this a true global explorer. It carries around 300 gallons or 1,100 liters of diesel. With the efficiency of the MAN engine, you have a range of over 1,500 miles. That means you can cross entire countries without ever stopping at a gas station. It is a surgical, intimidating machine that demands respect the moment you see it. Interior and off-grid life support. Step inside and you'll realize why this costs around $2 million. The interior of the Armadillo Conquistador is a masterpiece of modern design. It doesn't feel like a truck, it feels like a high-end apartment in New York. The layout is divided into 3 distinct zones: the lounge, the kitchen, and the master suite. The main lounge uses a U-shaped seating area wrapped in premium Napa leather. This area can seat 6 adults comfortably for dinner. The table is motorized. It can lower to create a massive guest bed or raise up to become a workspace. Every cabinet is built using CNC machined aluminum frames with real wood veneers. This ensures that the furniture won't rattle or break when you're driving through rough off-road trails. The kitchen is where the luxury budget truly shines. You get granite countertops, a dual-zone induction cooktop, and a stainless steel convection oven. There's even a built-in espresso machine and a dishwasher. For food storage, you have a 250-liter fridge and a separate 100-liter freezer. This is a full-size kitchen that allows you to cook gourmet meals in the middle of a desert. Now let's talk about the life support systems. This is the most important part of the interior. The Armadillo Conquistador features a 25-kilowatt lithium-ion battery bank and around 1,600 watts of solar panels on the roof. You can run the dual air conditioning units 24/7 without ever needing a generator. For water, you have around 260 gallons of fresh water with a multi-stage UV purification system. You could pump water from a muddy lake and it would come out of the kitchen tap cleaner than bottled water. This is total 100% independence from the outside world. Performance and engine specs. Performance in a vehicle this size is all about torque. The Conquistador is powered by the MAN D26 12.4-liter inline-6 turbo diesel engine. Horsepower, 540 HP. Torque, 1,900 pound-feet, or 2,600 newton-meters. Transmission, 12-speed ZF Tipmatic automatic. The torque is the most important number here. You have nearly 2,000 pound-feet of pulling power available at just 1,000 RPM. This allows the 35-ton rig to crawl up 45-degree inclines with ease. The 12-speed transmission features a specific off-road software tune. This mode holds the gears longer and shifts faster to ensure you don't lose momentum when you're climbing through deep mud or soft sand. The suspension is also a masterpiece. While many heavy trucks use stiff leaf springs, the Armadillo uses a specialized parabolic spring system with heavy-duty shock absorbers. This allows the wheels to travel independently over rocks while keeping the cabin perfectly level. It creates a floating sensation on the highway, making long-distance travel across the USA or any other continent feel effortless. Pricing. Now let's talk about the price. A fully equipped Armadillo Conquistador 8x8 will cost you around $2 million. To most people, that sounds like an impossible amount of money, but here is the honest truth from Improve Autos. In the world of ultra high-end assets, these vehicles are actually very stable investments. Because these are custom built and have a 2-year waiting list, they do not depreciate like a normal car. A used 8x8 expedition truck often sells for very close to its original purchase price. You are effectively parking your money in a mobile asset that provides you with total freedom. You aren't tied to a power grid, you aren't tied to an RV park, and you aren't tied to a specific location. For the person who has the budget, this is the ultimate insurance policy for a comfortable life no matter what happens in the world. I want to hear from you. If you had around $2 million today, would you buy this 8-wheeled fortress or a mansion on the beach? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. 2026 Geocab Badger Ford F-150. Most people think that if you want a serious expedition rig, you have to buy a massive truck that's impossible to park. But what if you could have the agility of a Ford F-150 with the strength of a spacecraft? This is the Geocab Badger, and it's going to cost you around $400,000 once you choose the right options. It's built entirely out of carbon fiber, and it's designed for the person who wants to go where the big rigs simply can't fit. Hello and welcome to Improve Autos. Today we are doing a massive 1,700-word deep dive into the Badger. We are going to analyze why carbon fiber is the ultimate material for a truck camper, how the interior manages to feel like a luxury apartment, and most importantly, how it compares to the heavyweights like EarthRoamer. Let's get straight into the exterior, because this shell is a piece of engineering art. Exterior and carbon fiber engineering. The most important thing about the Geocab Badger is the weight, or the lack of it. While most truck campers in the USA are built with heavy wood, fiberglass, or aluminum, the Badger uses a vacuum-infused carbon fiber monocoque shell. This isn't just a marketing buzzword. This is the same technology used in Formula One cars and aerospace engineering. Because of this shell, the entire camper body weighs around 1,100 pounds or 500 kilograms. When you put this on a Ford F550 or a Raptor spec F150, you aren't overloading the suspension. This allows the truck to maintain its off-road agility. You can jump this truck, you can go fast through the desert, and the camper body won't crack or flex. The shell is a single, seamless piece, which means there are 0 seams to leak. If you've ever owned a traditional RV, you know that water leaks are the #1 killer of campers. With the Badger, that problem is non-existent. The design of the exterior is incredibly aerodynamic. Look at the way the front nose tapers over the cab. This reduces wind noise at highway speeds and helps save fuel. For off-road protection, the lower sections are finished in a heavy-duty bedliner material to protect against rock chips. At the front, most Badger builds feature a custom steel bumper with a 12,000-pound winch and integrated recovery points. On the roof, you'll find around 600 watts of solar power. Because the body is carbon fiber, the roof is strong enough to walk on or mount extra gear like recovery boards and mountain bikes. The storage compartments along the side are all integrated into the monocoque shell. They feature automotive-grade seals to keep out dust and moisture, which is vital when you're crossing the dusty trails of the American West or the Outback. This is a surgical, high-tech exterior that values efficiency over bulk. Luxury interior and spatial design. Step inside the Badger and you'll see where that around $400,000 price tag goes. Despite being a compact truck camper, the interior feels surprisingly open. This is thanks to the panoramic windows that wrap around the seating area. Geocab used a yacht-style philosophy here. Everything is clean, white, and minimalist, but built with incredibly high-quality materials. The main lounge area features a large dinette that can comfortably seat 4 people. The upholstery is usually done in a synthetic leather material that is easy to clean and highly durable. Like the EarthRoamer, the table is on a pedestal that can be lowered to create an extra sleeping area. Every cabinet is made from lightweight composites with premium latches that won't pop open when you're bouncing over rocks. The kitchen is compact but highly functional. You get an induction cooktop, which means you don't have to carry dangerous propane tanks. There's a deep stainless steel sink and a high-efficiency 12-volt refrigerator freezer. Because the shell is so well insulated, the fridge doesn't have to work hard to stay cold, saving you valuable battery power. One of the biggest surprises is the bathroom. Most truck campers have a tiny closet bathroom. The Badger features a full wet bath with a cassette toilet and a shower. Because the body is a single piece of carbon fiber, the bathroom is completely waterproof by design. There are no joints for mold or mildew to grow in. The sleeping area is located in the cab-over section. It features a king-size Froley sleep system, which provides air circulation under the mattress to prevent moisture buildup. You have windows on 3 sides, allowing for incredible views from your bed. It feels less like a camper and more like a high-end mobile hotel suite. The attention to detail, from the ambient LED lighting to the integrated USB-C charging ports, is flawless. Performance and off-grid capability. Performance-wise, the Geocab Badger is usually paired with a Ford F150 or F550. If you go with the F150 Power Boost Hybrid, you get a massive advantage. You can actually use the truck's onboard generator to charge the camper's batteries. The camper itself is equipped with a 600 AH lithium-ion battery bank. Combined with the solar panels on the roof, you have enough power to run the air conditioning, the induction stove, and your laptop indefinitely, as long as the sun is shining. For heating, the Badger uses a Webasto diesel heater that taps directly into the truck's fuel tank. You'll never have to worry about running out of heat in the middle of a cold night. For water storage, you have around 40 gallons of fresh water. While this is less than an 8x8 truck, it's plenty for a week-long trip if you are mindful. The water system includes a 3-stage filtration process, making it safe to drink from almost any source. The performance of this rig is defined by its power-to-weight ratio. Because it is so light, the truck's braking distance and acceleration remain close to factory specs. You can drive this at 80 miles per hour on the highway with total confidence, something you definitely cannot do in a massive MAN 8x8. The honest truth and pricing. Let's talk about the price one more time. You're looking at around $400,000 for a fully built Geocab Badger. To most people, that sounds insane for a pickup truck camper. But here's the honest truth from Improve Autos. You aren't just buying a camper, you are buying the most advanced composite structure ever put on a truck bed. The resale value on these is incredible because they are so rare and the build quality is so high. It's an investment for the person who wants to travel the world for the next 10 or 20 years. You aren't tied to an RV park. You aren't tied to the pavement. You are buying the freedom to explore the most remote places on the planet with the reliability of a Ford truck. For the luxury budget traveler, this is the smartest way to spend your money if you value agility over size. I want to hear from you. If you had around $400,000, would you choose this agile carbon fiber Badger, or would you save up for the massive $1 million EarthRoamer? Let me know in the comments below. I read all of them. 2026 EarthRoamer SX 2.0. Welcome back to Improve Autos. If you think $1 million home should stay in one place, you haven't seen this. This is the 2026 EarthRoamer SX 2.0. It is officially the most expensive and most capable expedition vehicle in the world. Built on a massive Chevrolet 6500 HD chassis, it features a vacuum-infused carbon fiber body that is lighter and stronger than anything else on the road. For 2026, EarthRoamer has introduced the 2.0 update, bringing a massive 24,000 watt-hour lithium battery bank, 1,800 watts of solar, and an interior that looks like a billionaire's penthouse. Whether you're crossing the Sahara Desert or surviving a snowstorm in the Rockies, this rig ensures you do it in absolute luxury. Today, we're doing a deep dive into the engineering and the reasons why this is the king of the family adventure. Let's get started. Exterior aesthetics and utility. The first thing you notice about the 2026 EarthRoamer SX 2.0 is its sheer scale. It is 34 feet long, 12 feet high, and looks like it could drive through a brick wall. The heart of the build is the monocoque carbon fiber body. Unlike traditional RVs that are bolted together, this is a single, seamless piece of carbon fiber, making it virtually indestructible and incredibly well insulated. Let's talk about the shoes. The SX sits on massive 43-inch military-grade Goodyear tires mounted on beadlock rims. These aren't just for show. They allow you to air down for deep sand and maintain a 75-mile-per-hour highway speed. For utility, you have a front 16,500-pound Warn winch and an optional rear winch. The 2026 model features an upgraded X-Guard body protection package, which is a specialized coating that prevents scratches from tree branches or desert brush. The utility continues with the storage. You have a massive rear garage area with gear slides for mountain bikes or camping equipment. There's an integrated electric awning with LED lighting that automatically retracts if the wind gets too high. One of the coolest exterior features is the outdoor kitchen option, which can include a Traeger smoker, a Blackstone griddle, or a Gosney pizza oven. This isn't just a vehicle, it's a mobile base camp designed for the ultimate family adventure. It even carries 100 gallons of diesel and 120 gallons of fresh water, meaning you can stay away from civilization for weeks at a time. Interior luxury and tech. Step through the billet aluminum door and the truck disappears. The 2026 SX 2.0 interior is purely handcrafted in Colorado. For the USA market, EarthRoamer offers several floor plans, but the most popular is the L-shaped dinette, which seats 6 people and converts into a California king bed. The master bedroom is located in the bunk over the cab, featuring a California king memory foam mattress and a massive stargazing roof hatch. The 2026 update includes a new 24-volt electrical system. This powers the 9,000-watt inverter, which is 3 times more powerful than previous generations. This means you can run the induction cooktop, the air conditioner, and the convection microwave all at the same time without blowing a fuse. The kitchen is a chef's dream, with maple or walnut cabinetry, stainless steel appliances, and a 10 cubic foot refrigerator. But the real luxury is the full dry bath. Most expedition vehicles have a wet bath, where the toilet is in the shower. Not the SX. The 2.0 gets a separate walk-in shower with a rainfall head and a private vanity. Tech-wise, it's a connected powerhouse. Every 2026 unit comes with integrated Starlink satellite internet, a Sonos sound system, and a 48-inch LED HD TV that rises out of the cabinetry. It is the gold standard for a luxury motorhome experience in the middle of nowhere. engine, towing, and off-road stats. Underneath that carbon fiber skin is the legendary Chevrolet Silverado 6500 HD chassis. It is powered by the 6.6-liter Duramax turbo diesel V8, producing 350 horsepower and a massive 750 pound-feet of torque. This is paired with an Allison 6-speed automatic transmission designed for heavy-duty hauling. Because this vehicle weighs nearly 23,000 pounds, the performance is all about torque and stability. The 2026 SX 2.0 features a proprietary air-ride suspension. You can independently raise or lower each corner of the truck from the driver's seat to level the vehicle at a campsite or gain extra clearance on a trail. Towing is another strong suit. It comes with a 2.5-inch hitch receiver, and while EarthRoamer doesn't give a flat number because it depends on your gear, it is built to easily tow a Jeep Wrangler or a boat trailer behind it. For off-roading, you have manual front lockers and a massive 100-gallon fuel capacity, giving you a range of over 1,000 miles. The 16 inches of ground clearance and portal-style articulation mean that despite its size, it can handle trails that would destroy a standard Class C motorhome. It is a true beast designed for a high-intensity family adventure. Pricing and trims. Now let's talk about the investment. The EarthRoamer SX 2.0 does not have trims in the traditional sense because every single one is custom built to order. However, the base price for 2026 is $1,090,000 US. Most customers don't stop at the base price. By the time you add the infrared night vision camera, the exterior kitchen, the washer and dryer unit, and the premium walnut wood finish, most SX units leave the factory between $1.15 million and $1.25 million US. To even get on the list, you need to put down a $175,000 deposit. While that sounds like a lot, the resale value is incredible. Used EarthRoamers often sell for 80 to 90% of their original price even after several years. For the elite traveler, this isn't just a family budget motorhome. Even though the budget is massive, it is a long-term asset that provides total freedom. So, if you had $1 million, would you buy a house or this EarthRoamer? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button and subscribe to Improve Autos for more exclusive tours of the world's most insane vehicles. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.